not the right option at $60 million, I don't care what the other option is. I'll figure it out.
Let's go. I can see my future and it's looking bright. Not used to the light, I was born at night. But I'm used to a fight, not a new sight. Left, right, everybody roll the dice. No regrets when I finally leave. I'll finally be the final, be a better me. My destiny is to invest in me. A quest to be the best, yeah, legend free. From a world that's been feeling so wounded. I got dreams and they feel so lucid. I got dreams that they think are stupid. It's alright, sit back cause I do this. I don't take this life for granted, my mind's expanding. It's time for a fight, commanding the war. I want more, yeah, I said I want more. Took a life full of hooks, time to even the score.
Life left, so I gotta make it count. Too bloody ends, work hard just to build it now. Three more doubts in my head, try to tear me down. But I won't let it show. Feelings scaring me alone through the struggle now. 5 toes tangled off the edge, don't look down. 6 feet deep, but will I leave when I'm underground? I don't know.
Let's go.
But watch me go.
Take a deep breath in, can you feel that? That's 1 in a billion, wait, 1 in a trillion. A life has been given, a life is worth living. I don't wanna miss it, I'll get up and get it. Cause I got a vision, I got ambitions.
Oh, what's up? What's up, my guy? What's up, Eagle Nation? We back. It's the Philly Alert. Yes, sir. We brought our boy Leo in the building, BirdSection in the building to talk about today. How we doing, big dog?
I'm good, brother. How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. Bird fan 81. What's good, brother? How you doing, man?
You got it, bro. What's happening?
I'm so happy to see y'all. Y'all look good in that green. God damn. I'm saying, you know, it's some good looking brothers on this damn screen right now. I mean, God damn, we wear it well. We wear it well.
That's what we do. That's what we do. Look good while we talking birds, baby. That's all good, baby. That's all good, man. But hey, man, hey, we got an exciting show for you guys tonight. We're gonna talk about, you know, there's really not much to talk about OTAs except for it started, and that's a good thing. That means football's back. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk about, you guys seen the intro. Yeah, WIP at it again. Talk about my boy Hurst. You know I'm gonna have to represent for my boy there. You know, we're gonna talk about what Van Gio said. We're gonna talk about what, you know, Mannion said, and you know, the progression of this team, man. And get ready for some. The media will be out tomorrow, you know, so we will get some nice clips and nice highlights of the Eagles practice, OTA practices from there on, man. But we're gonna start out with the Hurst thing, you know, because I'm at a point where I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go on X today and I'm like scrolling, let's see what OTA news is up, you know? And they sitting there talking about my boy Hurts again, talking about in 2027, he shouldn't be the quarterback no more because he's on the demand a $60 million contract and he ain't worth it. I'm like, what? How can you say that? And then they compare him to like, oh, remember when the Niners got rid of Garoppolo for Purdy? For one, neither one of those cats has won a Super Bowl. So why are we even talking about those cats when you talk about Jalen Hurts? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's off rip was disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you talking about Purdy and Garoppolo, sorry ass, and all this stuff when our boy brought us a chip? And as long as you bring in championships, my guy, you keep paying him, man. How y'all feel about that?
So I will say this. I made it a point at the beginning of the offseason that I was no longer going to sit idly by, and I was going to just start calling out the dog whistling on my channel and say exactly what it is. Your problem is that you don't like him because he's black. That's the answer. No one wants to say, fuck it, I'll say it. Because he's black. He's black and he's winning at life right now. You know what I'm saying? This dude, if you think about it, he signed, at one point, he signed the richest contract for a QB. You know what I'm saying? He got married. He's doing well for himself. Michael Jordan is his mentor. You know what I'm saying? The dude is winning. Jordan came to Philly for him. And the thing is that everyone keeps glazing over the fact that Jalen Hurts has not. We have not seen prime Jalen Hurts yet, only because of, for one reason that's out of his control, which is he keeps getting a different offensive coordinator every year. I don't think Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes would be who they are today if they had to go through 7 offensive coordinators in their first 7 years in the league. So you missing me with that. I'm gonna start calling it out. And to be honest with you, I was listening to Lord Brunson. Shout out to Lord Brunson earlier today, and I'm of the opinion that you know what, I'm tired of being on the defensive. I want to go on the offensive, and I think as Eagles content creators and fans and members of the fan base, I think we need to go on an offensive and demand that the Philadelphia Eagles sever their ties with WIP. I'm done. And I think as if we could make that happen, it would say something about us content creators in terms of leading the charge and starting it all up with saying, get rid of WIP. We already know what it is. We don't care who you send to come talk to us. You don't like him, and we don't like you. Get rid of cut it. Elliot Shore Parks was the one who did say that shit about Deshaun Jackson. Y'all remember that shit?
Yep.
I'm sick of it with the whole gang member thing and whatnot. And we know it. You know what I'm saying? Why nobody up there? Because here's the thing. What we do know is with the NFL, it's a thing now to have negative news about Jalen Hurts. How in the hell is this man voted the most hated person in the NFL? For what? For what? We knew they didn't like him. The local media, we knew they didn't like him because he says yes, ma'am, no, sir. When he talked, apparently he was raised by parents who taught him how to speak with respect, and they didn't like him for that. So I'm ready to lead the charge to say, hey, we as content creators need to get. We want the Philadelphia Eagles to sever ties with WIP. Period. That's how it's done.
See, I like some of them. I think who is it? Hugh Douglas does good.
They're sympathizers, but that's okay. We can say what they can't say, and you know why? Because they're black.
Facts.
That's their bosses. They can't say it, and they won't, and they'll defend it and everything like that. But we all know what it is. Let's stop playing around. We all know what it is. And the thing is, what will help us if Jalen Hurts does ball out and they win and they win.
Right.
In spite of all this shit, now they're talking about they're gonna get rid of him and all this other shit. Like damn, man, we ain't even get to 26 and y'all already talking about the end of 27.
Right?
What are you doing, man? This is the worst game of hide and seek ever. Because we all looking at each other like we see you. You right there. You're right by the tree. We see you.
Facts.
What are you doing? And you keep doing it. So that's what I think. Sorry about that. For going on my rant.
That was gold right there.
I'm so mad. Like it gets under my skin. We ain't even, you know what I'm saying? We ain't even get
OTA practice.
OTA in 2026, and you up here talking about he ain't gonna be here at the end. Shut up. Shut up. Remember that man's agent said what was unusual. Jalen Hurts' agent said it was unusual for a client to say, don't call me until this thing is done. I don't want to know nothing. And then when she did call him and said, congratulations, you're the highest paid quarterback in the history of the league, his first reaction was, well, damn, I didn't tell you to do all that. Right. And then refused to sign a deal until it was explained to him how it went fuck over the team. Okay, you know what? I'm good. Yeah, right. That's my quarterback. But he's the most hated man in the NFL. Fuck out of here, man. You missing me with that.
Because you let Brady do it, but then now you see, like you said, a black quarterback do it. Now it's a different story.
And everybody loves him. You know what I'm saying? Brady loves him. You know what I'm saying? Jordan loves coaches, you know what I'm saying? Except for, and we only heard bitch assness from Kevin Patullo talking about he's not coachable. And he's uncoachable. We know it was you, KP. So you go ahead and agitate the gravel and take the squares with you too. Shit.
Facts. What up, Bird fan?
All right. Well, Leo. Well. On Bird Game 31. All right. This is why nobody likes Hurts. And I'll be honest with you. Hurts has the personnel to be successful. So when you look at Hurts gets thrown under the bus because when everything is lined up perfectly, he doesn't win. Like, that's why I think so many people dislike Hurts. It's like when Saquon wasn't running the ball last year, like, okay, we talking about check downs. If you're the quarterback, sometimes you got to make some harsh decisions. I remember being in high school, our quarterback would change the whole play. My homeboy Willie Sutter, he called the plays. He'd say, forget that, coach. Forget that, coach. He'll be like, we ain't running that. We running this. I'm blitzing. And he will make a play. So that's why I think a lot of people, my homeboy Reggie Hayden, he a Cowboys fan. He up here coming, hey man, get off of here. This is a losers. This is a losers. Like, we don't recognize losers, man. I'm trying to be nice right here, but he a Cowboys fan. Y'all get him for me, man. Y'all pray for this dude, man. Y'all get him, man. Hey, get off the channel, man.
I'm going to repeat what was I'm going to repeat what was said to me on my channel last night. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was, when I realized I like ribeye steak, when I could afford ribeye steak. That's when I realized I like ribeye steak. And that's the same thing as winning. You got to understand, when you're talking to Cowboy fans, you are dealing with people whose mindset is from the late 1900s.
You got that.
They are driving the 1995 big body S-Class Mercedes. The problem is it's a 1995 big body S-Class, 1995. The instrument panel looks like a Christmas tree with all the warning lights and stuff that are on right now. So you cannot, you're talking about people who cannot.
We're going to get you on 6.
Yeah, you're talking about people who cannot even begin to even tell you what it's like to be a modern era winner. He can't. Remember, the internet wasn't even here the last time they won the Super Bowl or been to a Super Bowl, much less the playoffs. So to try to hold court or have a conversation with these people, it's futile because they can't begin to empathize with what it is that you're talking about.
Let me ask y'all a question right quick. Let me ask you a question, Leo. Okay.
Sure.
Now I know if we put Dak in Philly, he wouldn't win.
Well, first of all, the problem with Dak Prescott is a very good quarterback. But wait a minute, but he'll never be a Super Bowl winning quarterback so long as he is on a team where he's not held accountable. He has to have a coach whose personality is bigger than his. He barely got he got there right after Bill left. You know what I'm saying? So he's not held accountable like that. Number two, if Dak was in Philly, he wouldn't make it to double-digit seasons without getting us a Super Bowl. That's number two. Number three, we damn sure wouldn't have made him the highest quarterback twice without getting us a Super Bowl.
Right.
So therefore, when you look at those things, that's the difference between you and the organization, because what me, you, and Bird Gang get to do is we get to enjoy a particular supreme confidence in the type of organization, ownership, and GM that we have. They wish they had that. Long live Jones. Long live Jerry Jones. I like what Jerry Jones is doing. I want him to keep doing what they're doing. And the thing is that regardless of what they say, because here's the thing. They have fallen in love with stats. That's the game they play, stats. But the thing is, at the moment you start talking about playoff stats, they're not a part of that conversation and they can't handle it. And by the way, according to USA Today, we're America's team now, according to their poll. How about that?
Listen, guys, like you said, do you want your quarterback to be a stat monster or do you want to win Super Bowls? You know, let me break this down to you. There's not very many, if you look through the history of Super Bowl winning quarterbacks that were MVP for stats and won the damn Super Bowl. Peyton Manning, look all those years, Peyton Manning was number one quarterback in the league. You know what I'm saying? And what he got? He got 2, you know, at the end of his career. You got Tom Brady he was only like high in stats towards the tail end of his career. You know what I'm saying? And before that, when he was high in stats, he didn't win as many Super Bowls as he did when he was just an average Joe. It's about this, man. You got to have that it factor, and a lot of quarterbacks don't have it. Look at Lamar Jackson, 2 MVPs, no championships, choking playoff games. You look at Joe Burrow, either hurt or he's out. You know, Patty Mahomes is the only quarterback you can say that can go 5,000 yards and win a Super Bowl in the league right now. He's the only one. You know, and Patty Mahomes is a generational talent. We can all say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, but I think Jalen's better than Patty too in terms of consistency.
So let me ask y'all this question. Okay, let me get this question out.
Tell you what's something real fast. Our boy Jalen. Okay. 2 things about Jalen's about to do this year. Boom. First one. He's about to be the 4th all-time passer on this team, and he hasn't even reached his prime yet. The man has 110 passing touchdowns for all you guys that think he can't throw the football. You know what I'm saying? That's 4th all time, and he's in his 5th year. It's about to be 6 years starting. And he got a Super Bowl MVP.
No, this will be his 7th year and his 6th year starting. He came in
6 years starting, the 7th year.
Yep.
But that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Not only
that came in with Carson.
You got Jalen Hurts about to be this year. Where's the article on that? Right here. He's 7 touchdowns away for the all-time rushing touchdown getter on our football team. Ever.
Bro, he's the all-time Super Bowl rushing quarterback. Now.
All-time. He has so many records that no one gives him credit for.
Hey man, I'm an Eagles fan, man, but them push touchdowns, I mean, they count, man. But like, I mean, come on, bro. I mean, let's be realistic here. Now, somebody always gotta play devil's advocate. So y'all get rid of tonight. So you mean to tell me that Matthew Stafford, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, you mean to tell me that if they had that same roster, that Super Bowl roster, you mean to tell me that if they were the quarterbacks, that they wouldn't have won either? Because what we just did, we just talked up, the GM.
About to nip the bud right now.
Okay.
Because if that's the case, then why do they? If they're so good, why do they need it?
Okay, then why does Jalen need it then? Because in 2000 last year, when everything didn't line up for Jalen Hurts, the offense looked terrible. And my Charles Barkley was terrible.
Hold on. So you're holding it against Jalen Hurts for his organization doing exactly what he needs to do in order to get him the tools he needs? That's what you gigging him on?
Not even that, dude. Even to that argument, like Lamar Jackson and the Ravens has had like 2 of the best rosters of all time. Like they've had multiple All-Pros on their roster. Like these other quarterbacks got more All-Pros on their rosters than Jalen Hurts even had. The Cowboys
and Jalen Hurts,
Jalen been a starter on their roster than Jalen has All-Pros on his roster.
And let's be clear,
team, because every good team that wins a Super Bowl got a good team.
Well, wait a minute, hold on. First of all, let's be clear. Jalen Hurts is not the reason why Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow don't have Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes is, and each other. They screw each other up. Jalen Hurts, none of them guys would ever see Jalen Hurts' offense or defense until they get to the Super Bowl. So right then and there, that's and the one who's kept them from winning the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts outplayed them 2 out of the 3 times that they played each other.
Mm-hmm.
So again, when we're talking about Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson, those 4 are responsible for each one of them, for each other not making it to the Super Bowl. That's not on Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about 4.
And it's not that they don't have good teams.
That's Now,
I don't believe. Hey, bro, I'm sorry, man. I just don't believe that if you put Jalen Hurts on the Ravens or the Chiefs, that they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I do feel like if you swap,
but let me help you out. In order to push a point, you have to play an imaginary game.
correct?
In order to prove a point, you literally, and you know who do that type of shit? Fucking Cowboy fans. Imagine. The only thing you need to be worried about is did we fucking win or not? I don't care if he threw the ball 3 times. Did we win? Period. And they played, and now the new narrative is this new thing that I hear. Well, take out the winning, and what about fuck that. Winning is everything.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. I'm taking shit out. Hell no. We won. Period.
And we said this
last week. I'm all for winning, man. Hey, I'm just here to have fun. And it worked.
We said this last week. A down year of
football. That's a loser conversation. You are not that.
Hey.
You are not, you are a winner. And the one thing that as a winner, there are certain conversations you do not entertain. That is beneath you.
Yeah.
That is not your place. Your quarterback your quarterback does have those toys. They don't. So your quarterback has a GM who is constantly thinking about winning. They don't. So your quarterback has taken you to the NFC Championship twice and won it. So your quarterback has won you a Super Bowl, and he hasn't even, and he's done it with 7 different coordinators. Their quarterback, you don't know if them quarterbacks can do that shit or not. You know what I'm saying?
And even with
and just so you know, Cowboy fans, that whole 5 versus 2 is not the flex you think about, because the first number in your Super Bowls is a 1. The first number in ours is a 2. 2000 something. Yours is 19. Late 1900s. You're from an era that is no longer here. I'm 51. I was 20 the last time these motherfuckers won.
And I always tell Cowgirl fans like this: if I'm going to go back 30 years for your championship, you might as well go back 60 and count those championship games before they were called Super Bowl. And we got 5 apiece, my guy. If you want to do that, that's how ridiculous you sound arguing about some 1995 championships. You know what I'm saying?
That's the S-Class that they drive. They got the Mercedes. I ain't taking that away from you. But it's a 1995 S-Class.
Mm-hmm.
With the instrument panel lit up like a Christmas tree. So again, please give me a break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Let's shift it here.
That's not for you. You better than
all right, Leo. We gonna shift it a little bit here, Leo and Bird Game, BG. Son, man. Feel, we're saying that he feels a little bit different. So how do y'all feel about our new OC? Like, how do y'all feel about him, honestly?
That interview he just did, man. Light years. I mean, light years from anything KP said all year. To me, you could tell KP was a Nick Sirianni guy, because it's okay for your head coach to be the sugarcoater. You know what I'm saying? Not want to give too much detail, to be that type of, nonchalant, bounce around the answer type guy, because he's your head coach. He don't want to put his team in detriment. But as the OC, I need you to come out here and tell me what you're about to do. And Mannion, that first interview, I loved it.
Me too.
I loved it. You know what I'm saying? He already knows what he's going to do. He already knows Jalen's on board. You know what I'm saying? He already knows the whole schematics of everything. The way he just breaks down, talks football with us. It made me feel a lot more confident about my offense coordinator calling plays for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was just light years ahead of what anything KP said all last year.
I will say this. First of all, it looks to me like this offensive coaching staff that they put together there's a lot of redundancy. I've noticed that. There's 3 people on that offensive coaching staff who at one time and currently hold the offensive coordinator position. Okay. Then I've also noticed and looking at the transition from a Jeff Stoutland offensive line, looking at Chris Cooper, who's coming in to take over.
Mm-hmm.
I think he seems to me, based off of his past experiences, he seems to be like someone who's competent. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be Jeff Stoutland, because you can't replace a Jeff Stoutland, But what I do want is competency in the coaching of the offensive line, considering the talent that we have here. And mind you, I keep the pictures of the offense and the projected offense and the projected defense on my channels, on my screen, so that when people talk shit to me, I want them to be able to put an address on it. Okay. Right. And the thing is that when you're talking about the transition in which we're going through right now, as it stands right now, you know, it looks to me like this coaching staff is built more like a think tank than a coaching staff, considering the prior positions that our new coaching staff has held from the offensive side. Defense, I ain't worried about that because, again, we're talking about a bunch of guys on our defense who is going through year 4 of the Vic Fangio experience, you know, and when you look at our offensive line, these guys are coming off of the longest period of rest that they've had in the last 3 years. So these factors going when we're talking about this transition from Jeff Stoutland, again, I feel mighty comfortable about the way Sean Mannion looks to play with this, and I think there's something to be said for having a former quarterback as a offensive coordinator. Last time we had that, we went to the Super Bowl. So
and like you said, Howie built in a security blanket when he made the move. You know, like you said, 3 other offensive coordinators that actually have called plays are backing this guy up, you know, to make sure there's no slippage. You know, I got 3 other minds to help you with them. If that's the only thing you got to worry about, like KB, in-game adjustments. KB sucked at it. You know what I'm saying? There were some games where KB came out hot, but as soon as the defense adjusted, he couldn't adjust back. You know, and that was the downfall of our offense. To have these other guys to bounce ideas in case John Mannion, you know, does get a little slump, it's priceless, man. And not only that, it sets us up for the future. Now you got 3 guys you have to worry about, 3 other guys leaving to be like, oh, I can't continue this offense next year. You know, just looking over to the 4th. Because even if Mannion we win a Super Bowl and he does go win, you know, Super Bowl, go get an offensive coordinator, offensive head coach job, which I don't think he really is. I think he's going to take this at least 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I think he understands this is his first year. He probably want to, you know, fine-tune this crap before he goes. But even if he does go, we still got 2 other offensive coordinators in the building, you know, that can take over and run the exact same offense. So I think I love what Howie Roseman did. That's why he is considered, you know, the best GM in football. Ranked number 1 again, baby. RGM. Number 1 GM in football, my guy. And he did a smart thing there. They learn from their mistakes. You can't just have a, you know, first-time play caller and not have backups. You know, so people backing up to help them. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, you know, go in there blind. You got people that actually know what they're doing that can help, you know, this transition move a lot better and a lot smoother.
Something that caught my attention, brothers, is he was calling plays during the game during certain situations. Like when he said that, like, you know, that tells me that he always had the mindset of being an offensive coordinator. So like if you really love the sport, y'all know, like, we calling the plays. We like, okay, like, hey, that slant open. Hey, right now we need to go play action. He's calling the plays in situations. And then another thing he said, he plans to marry the run and the pass to keep the defense off balance. We hadn't heard that type of language.
This is the last quarterback OC we had.
Yeah, you're right. So he said that this is going to be based off of timing and footwork. And we all know that Hurts does have the work ethic to go into the lab and learn this offense, because we can all, I mean, you know, I'm giving y'all a little, I'm having fun tonight, but Hurts has had, I mean, even go back to college, man. He had a different OC every year in college.
We ain't count that part, but that's 11 years. 11.
So, you know, I mean, hey, he's very intelligent. You know, he's doing life the right way. He's a great guy. It's hard not to like him. I mean, you know, and he's going to put the work in to make this system work. You know, so if they, you know, I mean, I have no doubt, you know, BG is real big on Devontae being the number 1 receiver. And I know he's real small. but he has enough sense to know when to get down, catch the ball, get down. He knows when to catch the ball and turn upfield. He knows when to sit down in the zone. He understands the route tree. So, I mean, it's not like we really losing Brown. The only thing we lost is a couple of pounds. We lost a little bit of size. Mm-hmm. So, that's what I got from that press conference.
And then you look at that. Wicks is a big boy. He ain't that small. You know what I'm saying? He might not be as full, but he's a big, taller receiver too. Then you got Eli Stowers, the rookie.
He's 6'1".
Yeah. You got Eli Stowers, a tight end / receiver. You know what I'm saying? That is a big physical presence. And then you got my boy from USC, Kelly. Mm-hmm. Makai Lemon, man. That was big, man. Section, tell me, how do you feel the Eagles will replace this, and how do you see the depth chart working out?
There it is right there. There it is right here. There it is. You ain't even got to look. You ain't got to look hard. There it is right there.
You got Wake and Devontae. You don't think Lemon's gonna
beat him in the middle slot? Yeah. There you go. That's it. You ain't gotta look hard, bro. It ain't hard. There it is. That's why I said I put it there so everybody can have you could easily get an address to what you about to say. That whole offensive line, every single one of them dudes on that offensive line was an all-pro. Every one of them dudes on that offensive line, first team, and every one of those dudes on that offensive line has lost and won a Super Bowl with this team. There you go. Look at the running back. Yeah, there you go. That's
you think Steen keeps his job this year?
Huh?
You think Steen keeps his job this year?
Obviously, here's the interesting thing. Their replacements, their depths have already been identified. We drafted them. Mm-hmm. So even Lane's succession plan is already in place. Mm-hmm. It's not like again, I'm just showing you. All I did was just leave the starters. I didn't say anything about the depth that we have, that we brought in, and ain't nobody say shit about the wide receiver room. We got Hollywood Brown, Johnny Wilson's coming back, Darius Cooper. You know what I'm saying? We Elijah Moore. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody say nothing about Damian Pierce being in the running back room along with Tank Bigsby and Will Shipley. Them the faces you don't see.
Those are the camp battles that we are going to be watching closely here in OTAs, man. Because who does? Because I imagine the Eagles keep 5 receivers. You know what I'm saying? Wick's going to be one. Devontae's one. Lemon's one. Brown's one. Who do you think wins that 5th receiver spot? Because, like you said, Johnny Wilson, a lot of people don't realize Johnny Wilson was instrumental in that 2,000-yard season for Saquon Barkley. It's a big physical tight end type, receiver that had a lot of good blocking. Last year before he got hurt, in preseason, he's actually starting to make some plays catching the football. We got to see how good he recovers from that. Obviously, is a big thing.
Once again, everything that you're saying and this whole conversation is what disturbs the demons inside Cowboys, Giants, and Commander fans. Because here you are, you're talking about your 53, not your starters. You get to enjoy a different kind of conversation. Yeah. If we're being serious about our team and everything like that, you're not trying to fix no starting holes. You're not the Cowboys. That's why we don't have the imaginary game type of conversation. We don't talk loser talk and everything like that. When we have the stats conversation, it's not regulated to just the regular season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to be quite honest with you, like nobody says anything about Dak Prescott padding his stats against subpar 500 teams. They just throw numbers out. So you know what? Since we do it that way, then fine, fuck it. I ain't saying shit about whether it's a tush push or not. Jalen Hurts got more rushing touchdowns. Now what, bitch? Because it don't say tush push in the stats. It just says touchdown. Period. You don't do that with Dak, then don't do it with us. If we're playing the same, if we're gonna run from the same merits, but at the end of the day, it's about did we win or not? All that other stuff, who went to who wedding, who got 100-mile-an-hour speeding ticket and all that other stuff, man, please.
They miss me with that.
That's meant you're trying to manufacture controversy because you are so disturbed. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's bad. You don't. You just can't. And it has to be anybody else but Jalen Hurts is the reason why we win. That's the narrative that works for them better. They want Jalen to be looked at as a passenger on a bus rather than the driver. That's their problem.
Mhm.
And that is not our conversation. We are not. That is beneath us. They don't talk to us any kind of way. And understand something. All these people from the other NFC East teams, you do realize these are people whose teams are single-digit numbers: 7, 9, and 1, 4.
Hey, who is this Marcus? Who is this Marcus Black guy? He just said something.
That's Marcus Blackman. He just spits out stuff just to be trolling, but he don't mean any of it. He's one of my channel members, and he's a Cowboy fan who lives in Patterson, New Jersey, who just spits out anything, but he already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? They wish they was us. They hate. This is why they say the things that they say. He don't mean any of it. He knows it's not real.
And I don't even know how Cowboy fans can say anything when you honestly can say with your chest, like, we just won back to back. That's the first time it's been done since 2004. You know what I'm saying? With a down season. You know what I'm saying? With a loser season. With Jalen Hurts not being that great. With all the bad stuff that happened with our football team, we're still division champions. We still won double-digit wins. Like, that's a floor for us. As long as Jalen's our quarterback, that's the floor for us.
They told us, listen, you got members of a fan base who went 7, 9, and 1, and they telling you that last season was a shitty season for us. And we had 11 wins and won the NFC East twice. And that was a shitty year in their opinion of us.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to sit there and listen to that and qualify it? Oh, no, hell no.
I thought it was the Calters.
Hell no. You don't get to talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? And understand something. Christian Parker came from here. So when you look at your defense and then you come talking to us, we daddy. You talking to daddy. Okay? We daddy. That's what that just understand. And when you start talking to us about coming back after 21, that was against a Christian Parker secondary.
Yeah.
So recognize when you talk that shit, you actually shitting on yourself indirectly. These people are not
smart. The other side of the ball.
Yeah, they're not smart. They're still not smart. And Caleb Downs is not the second coming of Ed Reed or Rob Woodson. I had a Cowboys content creator tell me that Caleb Downs reminds him of Rob Woodson. Huh? Caleb Downs only had 6 interceptions his entire college career, spanning 2 teams, Alabama and fucking Ohio State. And all you come up with 6 interceptions? Ed Reed had 21.
With all that beef up front. You think about
on a loaded defense.
on Alabama and Ohio State.
Yeah, and then
you really think about that,
going from Alabama, Ohio State to Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't even know how fast he is. He didn't run any drills at the combine.
Yeah, he's better than Q. Coop is an all-pro. You gotta earn that.
Combine. 4.33. I had my boy D'Angelo come on and explain it to me. He was like, "Yo, 4.33 is elite speed." Christian Parker didn't teach that shit. You was born with it.
Yeah,
you're right.
You don't teach that. You're born with it. Cooper DeJean, same thing. He was born with that shit. And now all of a sudden,
you brought up the defense. Go ahead and talk about Fangio. Talking about that he's staying longer, and
because his last
talk about that.
Because Fangio's Benjamin Button. That was Fangio came out today. He was like, I thought I was leaving. The doctor told me otherwise. He said, "I'm very
Did you notice how they hedged
for a couple more years, man?"
Did you notice how they hedged their bets by keeping Clint Hurt as the number 2 on defense?
Yeah.
So when Vic Fangio does eventually retire, Hurt's going to take over as the DC. Cool.
When you think about Fangio, man, he said, he's been doing this for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between having a job that you enjoy versus a job that you just going to take care of your family.
Right.
Some jobs we just go to work. But this man been doing this 20 years, and he said something in that press conference. I enjoy the challenge. So when I thought about that, he's saying Howard's gonna give me everything I need to play with to put the best personnel on the field each game. Because we saw like last year, hey, I pulled Campbell. Let me try something else. He's willing to try whatever it takes until he finds that right chess combination to where he can just go in and okay, I'm gonna dominate now. It don't matter what piece you move, like, hey, I got a checkmate for it. So that's what I took from that Fangio press conference is that like I'm enjoying life. Philly loves me. I love Philly. Y'all brought in my homeboy from Denver unexpectedly. He said he wasn't even part of. He's not with all the foolishness. Like during that press conference, he was just like, "Man, you guys can call running game, passing game coordinators. That don't mean nothing. It's just like after I finish drinking this bottle of water." And when you hear a man say that, that tells us like, okay, this guy is all Philly. He's not with all the theatrics. He is here strictly to draw up defensive schemes to bring hell into Dak Prescott's life. That's all he's here for.
Vic Fangio in these press conferences is Morgan Freeman at the last hearing in Shawshank Redemption. Just go ahead and stamp your paper, Sonny, because I really don't give a shit. Click.
Yeah. And he just knows that the talent is just too much.
Hey, real quick, I just got to say this. Shout out to D'Angelo Cranston. That's the guy, y'all. That's the guy. That's Bergen. Hey, that's your next guest. Okay, all the stuff that I'm throwing out at you and everything like that, I got that shit from him. Just so y'all know.
Where's he at? Is he in that chat?
D'Angelo Cranston 9163. That's your next guest.
Let's go. Bring him on, baby.
I promise you.
I love all the Eagle content. Y'all know me since the beginning of my Eagles career. You know, yes, I do content collab with a lot of the big guys. I love new guys. I love people that just are just fans. I'll bring everybody on here, man. Like, if everybody got to say about the Eagles team, man, it's always good to hear different perspectives. So, hey, D'Angelo, whenever you're ready, we up Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're ready to go, just hit me up. Let me know, man. I'm down with that for sure.
And shout out to Linda Kanye, Shardy McFroggy. Hey,
shout out to all you guys out here, man.
Shout out.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe, go to sub up BirdSection.
Yeah.
If you're over there, come sub up Birds Fan 81 and BG 31, baby. Let's get this community going big time.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing I liked about it was his enthusiasm about, Woolen. How they wanted Woolen last year. No one really knew about it around the trade deadline. He was just excited to get him now to the point where last year we did see Coop bounce out to, and base defense, we seen him bounce out to the cornerback position. And this year he's been bouncing back to safety. I think it's time for the Eagles to actually make Coop a starting safety because as much as he is good, you act like a safety can't come play. People act like safeties can't come up and play the slot. But as good as he is, it's like he's not even going to want to stay at nickel corner when it comes time for payday because he's not a first round pick. We got to pay him like next year. He's not a first round pick.
Wait a minute. Who are we talking about, Cooper or Caleb?
Cooper DeJean.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was a second round pick.
Mm-hmm.
So
you don't get that 5th year option.
No, that's why we got to pay him now.
But see, you gonna pay him at corner or you gonna pay him?
What's the asking price? How much y'all think? How much y'all think he gonna ask for?
At corner. Well,
Darian James just signed a $57 million contract today with the Chargers. 3 years, $57 million.
There you go.
I think that made him the highest safety.
And mind you, remember we got Quinyon Mitchell and Coop both were the first two safeties on the same team to make first team All Pro. You know what I'm saying? In their second year in the league. And
they're good, man. Like nobody can deny them. And then you add this 6'4" guy that he moves like a gazelle.
He just got his Super Bowl ring last year.
Yeah.
And
he trying to prove that he should have been on the field with the Seahawks because they didn't play him enough. So now, he trying to prove his worth. So man, he gonna be out there eating. He's gonna be aggressive. He's looking forward to it. Go ahead, BG.
But how do you guys see it working out? Because it's a good problem to have, but it's going to be a problem how we got to, kind of nip in the bud here this year. Because we got to figure it out. Are you going to pay him at safety? Or are you going to pay him at corner? He's going to play outside corner. Like that.
Let me pull up.
That's the thing.
I would pay. Well, here's the thing. We know the money is not in the safety position. The money is in the corner position.
But you can't pay 2 top flight cornerbacks that kind of money.
But not in the same year.
Even back to back.
No, you can. Yeah, we can.
When you got Jalen Carter, when you got Jordan Davis got re-signed,
Yeah.
you know, all these young bulls coming up.
Yeah.
And look at what team out there got 2 number 1 all-pro corners?
Well, here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? We got guys. We know we have a core group of guys that we know we're gonna have. I believe Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean are your core group of guys, along with Jahad Campbell. We got enough guys that are still producing on their rookie contracts. But if you think about the way they were drafted, the need to have to pay them is staggered. You know what I'm saying? We have enough. There's enough things that we could do without even having to use the franchise tag, because we haven't used the franchise tag since Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
That's how long it's been. And when you think about the way money is, the way we got money stacked out and the projected salary cap, we'll be able to pay these guys, because getting them under contract is what's going to provide the real cap relief. Don't get caught up in the big number. You know what I'm saying? Look at the guaranteed numbers that they'll probably eventually come up with, and the years, particularly the voidable years.
Like, I know you're saying that, but every team got some window, guys. You know, you can't always pay all your star players forever.
But every team don't break the record, and every team don't break the record in accepting the dead money cap charge like the Eagles did. We just got Carson off the books.
We're about to put AJ's on the books.
Yep, but for what it would cost at market rate, AJ is still costing less than what it would cost than what the Cowboys are paying George Pickens on the franchise.
That's true.
And like I said, remember, just a couple years ago, they ate like what, 80-something million in dead cap. That's how they was able to clear Carson and Fletcher and all them dudes. Think about who ain't on the books no more. Them dudes is done. They're gone. So it's not like this team it's not like this organization doesn't have the propensity to take on the dead cap hit.
Now, I will say this: with all the way the last couple of years, you know, that salary cap going up, the amount it has went up the last couple of years. It does seem like the NFL is trying to move it towards where you can keep all your best players,
right?
Let it run,
right?
Here go the salaries for the safeties right here.
I look at AJ thing as being like all your extra money your next 2 years is gone, because that little extra jump, that little 18, what AJ's gonna be 38 million dead cap, 18 dead cap. So that extra little $15 million bump that you get every year, you're just writing it off to AJ.
And that's without knowing what the compensation is going to be. Because remember, Jalen Phillips came in, the Dolphins paid half his salary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if another team were to take AJ's contract and take those last 2 years and then turn those because this is AJ's last year of guaranteed money.
Yeah.
After this year, if we make him a post 1 June cut, the dead cap hit to be something like 21 million, 23 million 1 year and 21 million the next year, some shit like that.
Yeah, like 42 million.
All the team has to do is take that money and turn it into guaranteed money, and it's still cheaper than what you would be paying for George Pickens.
So looking at these safety salaries, Leo, how much would 25 years, Kyle Hamilton 25, Kirby Joseph 26, Winfield Jr. 28, Darren James, I don't think this is updated, but he just got paid again. Yeah. Buda Baker, which the Eagles are trying to get him, 30 years old. How much are we going to really pay? Like, how much would you pay for a safety position looking at this? It's like the guaranteed is like 48, 23, 45, 39, 17, 35, 23, 36, 27 for those first 7, 8 guys. So y'all talk to me, y'all numbers being too. How y'all feel about that? How much would y'all really spend on?
How many of those top guys got Super Bowl rings?
I just think I think it's like this, dude.
How many of those top guys were all first team All Pros their second year in the league?
None of them.
There you go.
I don't think any of these guys. Let's see who may have a ring.
And that's the reason why I was saying you go ahead and make him a safety, because you can pay an all pro safety and an all pro corner at the top of their position. I'm just saying Coop's side of it might be like, hey, I can make more money if I'm the outside corner over here. We want Woolen to do good, but he's only on a 1 year deal. We can still throw him out there and say next year get a safety to go and put back there.
I would pay him what position did he take the most snaps in? It wasn't at safety.
It was at nickel.
Exactly. So then I would pay him as a nickel cornerback.
But that money ain't good enough for an all pro, my guy.
Hey, but that's why I would give him top. Now that's for him and his agent to decide. Which do you want? It's either going to be nickel cornerback or at safety. Not at outside. How many snaps did he take at outside? None, if any.
25% when he was. There you
go. That's not. You don't get outside corner safety with 25% of the snaps.
Yeah, that'd be like those Swiss Army backs, like Taysom Hill with the Saints. That'd be like him saying, "I want quarterback play because I may take 10% of the snaps each year if somebody gets hurt." I get what you're saying with that.
I use it more of remember Brandon Boykins back in the day. Brandon Boykins was like a Pro Bowl nickel for our team, and then the Steelers picked him up and gave him number one cornerback money, but he didn't perform up to that number one cornerback money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Coop couldn't do it, because I think Coop can do whatever you put him his mind to. Some people even think he's better than Q, and I'm just happy we have both of them. I don't even get into that argument, but I'm saying I'm moving him to safety, letting him rock out over there.
Once again, good problems to have. That this is a conversation Cowboy fans can't even begin to empathize with.
Oh yeah,
you see what I'm saying? That's why they keep saying the things that they say to you. Think about it. And you know what we do? We get caught up in it. I ain't doing that shit no more. That's why I keep trying to tell Cowboy fans, you're not allowed to talk to me like that. Are you kidding me? And then I stop saying it, and now I just look at them like they crazy.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you got to understand, bro, crazy people don't know when they're crazy.
No.
When they're in the crazy, they have no idea. And we all, like I said, we all just sitting there looking at them like, You see what I'm saying?
Like, what gives you reason to talk right now?
Because remember, they had so much success in the 90s and everything. It lets them it lets them hey, do you want me to get D'Angelo in here?
Sure.
Okay, hold on, D'Angelo. I'm sending it to you now. Oh, excuse me. But they don't know. They can't even begin to identify with what it is that you're talking about. And that's what bothers them. That's what shakes their spirit. That's why they talk the way that they talk to you and everything like that. They can't, I can't wait.
Cowboy fans know not to talk to me. I shut the ass down.
Well,
y'all don't know. Y'all know better than talk to BG about some Cowboys, Eagles, my guy. Like that didn't work. That don't fly around here.
Hey, D'Angelo, check your inbox. It's on the way now.
And then also today, there was a report on Twitter. The Eagles reached out to our former Eagle, Josh Sweat. How do you guys feel about a Josh Sweat reunion here, especially with Nolan? Because I'm not 100% sold on Nolan. I know he's a great player, but he gets hurt a lot.
He could be next year's N'Kobe. Listen, when it comes to the Eagles defense, here's what you got to understand, and this is for the entire league. Vic said it. We are the farm system for the rest of the league. Mm-hmm. If you are a veteran, okay, and you still got something in the tank, and you got your money, but you want a ring, when you look at teams that give you a better than average chance of winning a ring, you're gonna go to Philly. If you got somebody who still got if you already here, guess what? You know that if you don't get a bag here, you're gonna go somewhere and get a bag. Look at Jalen Phillips. Look at N'Kobe Dean. Look at Reed Blankenship. Look at Javon Hargrave. Look at Milton Williams. Look at Hassan Reddick, even though he fucked that up. But look at Hassan Reddick. Look at Josh Sweat. And every time one of those people left, the whole world told us we were going to suffer. Things was going to be bad. What are you going to do? They are not understanding that last year we brought back 17 people on our defense who have actually been on the team the year before. The level of continuity amongst the players and the coaching, that takes years to establish, which we invested in already. We ain't nobody say shit about Moro Ojomo, Jalix Hunt, Schmile, you know what I'm saying? Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Then we talk about Zach Bond, Nolan Smith, Jahad Campbell, and all that shit. That's when you understand. You see, look at that front four. Jonathan Grenard doesn't have to be Superman. He just needs to be, all he got to do is come here and be the best version of a football player that he can be.
That's something that Fangio said. He said that Grenard puts pressure on the quarterback that doesn't always show up on the stat sheet as a sack. I just wanted to throw that in there, bro, because that's something that Fangio talked about in the press conference. He was like, man, this man puts pressure on the quarterback consistently. Like, he's hard to block. And what you don't realize is that everything doesn't show up on the stat sheet, and that's why he's hard on analytics. I just wanted to throw that in there because I watched that press conference and he really reiterated that. Again, just saying like, hey.
And again, see, at this point, all you doing is now you showing off as far as Cowboy fans are concerned. Yeah. Look at you with your little smart ass conversation about being able to just have people put pressure that don't show up in stats. Who do you think you are? That's how they see us, bro. When we start talking about this stuff and everything like that, that's you see how they are in the chat and everything like that. This shit is like we're like the Exorcist, and their heads are spinning around. They throwing up, they making they doing all kinds of shit that like and every time you say this, when you start talking like this and everything like that, that's like you throwing the holy water. The Spirit of Christ compels you. That's what you doing.
Yeah.
Up there, and then you say some other shit, and the next thing you know, their head starts spinning around and shit.
What's up, Greg?
That's one guy I do want to see, though, this year step up and become that new Moro Jomo type guy. And that's the Vanilla Rhino, man.
Ty Robinson.
Ty Robinson, because he didn't really do nothing last year. I think what they say, he had one tackle, I think the whole year. And that's what we said we seen last year.
Can I say something real quick? Can I say something to my channel members? Everybody on the Bird section, I know we were supposed to do the channel members call in tonight, but I'm actually on live right now hanging out with the Bird gang. So we'll postpone the call-in show for tomorrow night. Or you know what? I'll hold off till Friday to do it. For now, if for now, this would be just us. We're it's not our channel members call in, but I want all my peoples here. I know y'all accustomed to us doing our own thing, but tonight we're gonna do a little bit different because we're hanging out. You know what I'm saying, on the Bird.
Hanging out on Philly Alert, my guy.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all sub up here. Please hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Right. Make sure you sub up with everyone. Please put your you guys put your links in the chat so that my folks can quickly get to it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll pick up on the channel, the call-in show on Friday, okay? I apologize. This was a last minute thing for me, but at this point I'm having such a good time with these guys that I just feel like this is where I need to be at tonight for all of our sakes.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man.
And D'Angelo,
I was like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we were talking earlier, man. I was like, hey, you gonna be on the show tonight? My guy, I remember last time we had our first one and it was lit. So I was like, let me get you back on here, my guy.
I appreciate you, man. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I did not see the message. That's why I was so embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? And I explained to you what it was and everything like that. It won't happen again. But I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me on here, bro. I really appreciate it. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you for coming, man. Thank you for
Nah,
coming.
man. I'm so enjoying my time with you too. Because again, you know, it's always fun to get up with informed. And that's the other thing that Cowboy fans, Giants, and Commander fans have a hard time with is they have a very hard time dealing with informed Eagles fans.
Yeah.
And what you see and hear from us, you know what I'm saying, is what they would call woke. Yeah, we woke. We know exactly who we are. Right now, we are the current NFC East champions, and you better start talking to us as such.
Put some respect in our name.
Yeah, fix your tone. You know what I'm saying? You talking to daddy. Fix your tone. Trust me, I'm exercising demons right now. These NFC fans, Commander Giants and Cowboy fans, they're going nuts now. Who do you think you are?
I'm 27 years old, and I've never seen a Cowboys Super Bowl in real time.
Thanks, Shardy. McFroggy.
Oh, damn.
John said, I'm 27 years old. I have never seen the Cowboys Super Bowl in real time. I've seen the Kamala Winers play in 2 Super Bowls and lose both. Wow. But that's not. He's 27. He's 27. My man D'Angelo said there's a new rule now. If you couldn't enjoy an alcohol beverage the last time your team won a Super Bowl, shut up. You were too young. You were too young to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, I was 20 the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl, and I'm 51.
Hey, Boogie, stop the cap, my guy. Stop the cap. I see you over
Hey,
there.
man. At the end of the day, Cowboys fans, anybody outside of the Eagles, they can't talk for the last 10 years. Like, you really think about it, like, the Eagles basically like, hey, we didn't set the bar. I mean, hey, Foles got us a Super Bowl. Then Jalen came in, went to the Super Bowl. Then he went back to the Super Bowl and won one. And you think about it, man, one slip of the ball, just like one ball slipped out of Jalen's hand. And we're talking about Jalen Hurts got 2 rings already. Think about that, man. That was just like a fluke play. Besides that play, everybody else says that's the best game ever played by a quarterback in an NFL Super Bowl. And you think about you comparing this man to Steve Young, Joe Montana. I mean, with Doug Williams, they beat the brakes off them people in that Super Bowl that year. Y'all were kids too, but y'all remember that they beat the paint off the people. And they're saying that Jalen Hurts had a better game than all of these guys. Troy Aikman, when he had Jesus and the 12 disciples blocking for him. You think about that, man. Like that, this is what Jalen Hurts has done already this early in his career.
Okay, see, you understand something. This is the thing that I have to be doing with a channel member of my show, a man named Eagles Drew. Okay. Now here's the problem with Drew. Drew is from Philly, lives in LA. Okay. And we'll go from 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds, messing with these Cowboy fans. And I have to tell him, you gotta be aware, you gotta understand from what place these people are coming from. You gotta remember out of the 31 years that they have not been to the Super Bowl, 21 of them neither did we. And so for them, all they've known is a world in which the Eagles did not have Super Bowls. Now we done went to 3 in the last 10 years and won 2 of them.
Yeah.
This is bizarro world, especially hearing us talk about championship formula, things you need to do to build up your championship caliber team and so forth. All these things is what you need to have. So these things, like for us to be talking this way, it's crazy to them. It's crazy. If you're 10 years old, the only thing you've ever known is from the time you were 10 is the Philadelphia. You don't know a world where the Philadelphia Eagles don't have, 2 Super Bowls or a Super Bowl. You don't know that.
Yeah.
And that's what
even like 26, you don't even know the team of being not a playoff team, for real. You think about, we got the most wins since 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were born in 2000, my guy, when I graduated the year before. I don't like to show my age, but you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like since I graduated high school, I ain't never seen the Eagles suck. Let's just say
Yeah.
that. But I do remember the years back in the day, but we definitely been past that for 26 years later. Still
Right.
missing out, so
And all we've known is the clown show that is the Cowboys.
Yeah,
The Commanders haven't won a Super Bowl since '91, and they don't say shit
no.
about their old Super Bowls. They've been talking spicy lately because Jaden Daniels gives them hope and a reason to talk spicy and everything like that. But even then, their delusion can only go but so far. That's why they say the things that they say. You know what I'm saying? And I did something with Louis T like a week ago, and I'll be honest with you. Once he got past this trolling and actually started talking about his team, I felt more informed about the Washington Commanders after talking to him than I did before I talked about him.
Hey man, I was saying this all the divisions, they all did good in the draft. They all did have a nice offseason. I'm not even gonna stun on that. You know, they all kind of did their thing in the offseason, right?
Including the Cowboys, yeah.
Including the Cowboys. I do think that the Cowboys are going to be third in the division. I do see the Giants leapfrogging them this year. Like a lot of people are hating on Giants, but when you get a structured coach like a Harbaugh, ex-Eagles coach, you know, in the building, you know, with the right mindset, and long as Dart and Scatterboo stay healthy, you know, Neighbors stay healthy this year. They got Mooney over there, likely over there. You know, they got some ballers over there, and I think that they move up from the basement to the second place, and I think, you know, third place is going to be fought between the Cowgirls and the Commanders.
Right, and I'll say this, only because, you know, there's a local connection there, but to the San Francisco 49ers, Jair Brown, the safety, he's actually from my hometown. He's from Trenton. And I don't know him personally at all. His mom is, I think his mom's one of my sister's friends, one of my older sister's friends. So, you know how it is growing up. You know your older sister's friends, but you know, oh, you're just little brother type thing or whatever.
Right.
That's all I know. I don't know who. I haven't seen Joy in years, but I'm just saying his mom was more friends with my sister than I know. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no wonder Jair Brown trash. Exactly. Yeah, so there you go. Shout out to Dad 2.0. He's one of my channel members that one of my channel subscribers that always keeps me honest and keeps me on my toes and doesn't fall for my bullshit as he sees fit. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about, you know, the bird section. I want people from all the fan bases, you know, they can, you know, and bring their things and I appreciate, although he be talking shit, I do appreciate Nad 2.0. He's my San Francisco 49er.
Yeah, man, I love when all the, you know, members, you know, at points, you know, where we have Cowboy fans in here, we get, you know, Commander fans. I love it, man. Like, for one, thank you for taking your time out to come watch Eagles channel.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, much love.
Exactly. Yeah, first and foremost, Nad 2.0, thank you for just coming.
You know
what I'm saying?
And hear about
the trash talking. Just thank you for your presence. Yeah, you're right. You're exactly.
You know, thank you for all that. You can trash talk all you want, my chat. I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
Yeah, like that. Anywhere, but it could be anywhere else. But he chose to be here with me, giving me shit. So
Ready Red, shout out to the Ready Reds of the world. You know, my boy Ready Red. You know, and I like some of them too. Like,
yeah,
you know, they're funny, but
Marcus Blackman. That's another one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You just gotta look and just go, see, they proved my point. There you go. See, I told you they crazy. Something wrong with these people.
I know y'all in y'all zone, and I don't want to interrupt you, but I just want to show all of the other teams like what reality is. See, everybody worries about stats, and everybody talks all this trash, but we gotta go all the way back to 1996. We were in high school. This man 51, I'm 45, BG 45. You think about this. Now let's start scrolling. We got kids that graduated college now. So let's keep going here.
Yeah.
Denver, Green Bay, Denver, Atlanta, St. Louis, Tennessee, Steve McNair. Steve McNair was still alive. Rest in peace, Steve McNair.
Yeah.
Steve McNair was still alive. Steve McNair was still alive. The Cowboy, Steve McNair, rest in peace. Shout out to HB. Steve McNair was still alive. Steve McNair, rest in peace, baby. Steve McNair was still alive. I'm talking about Steve McNair. Here, Baltimore and the Giants. All right, New England, St. Louis, Tampa Bay, Oakland. Rich Gannon. We talking about Rich Gannon was playing quarterback. Let's keep going.
Where are you now? Richie Gannon.
Let's keep going. Oh, and the Cowboy, nobody ever brings up when Donovan McNabb was throwing up. When we should have Spygate. Everybody knows the Eagles should have won the Super Bowl in 2005. Yeah. Everybody knows this. Yeah. This is a known fact. The coach, the back. Oh boy, let's go. Rex Grossman. Rex Grossman. Man, I just wanted to, I started looking at this and I was like, we talking about Rex Grossman? And you talking about Dak Prescott? We talking about Trent Dilfer got a ring. Let's keep going here. We got the Pittsburgh. This one Big C when he said, hey, security guard, watch the door. I'm going to have a 2.0 quarterback rating, but I don't get a Super Bowl ring. This one Big Ben is. This one Big Ben wasn't even good yet. Yeah. We got the Packers here. Look at all these teams, the Giants, the 49ers, the Seahawks. The Seahawks been good, a legit organization a long time. The Broncos, the Panthers. We're talking about expansion teams like the Panthers, seriously have made the Super Bowl a few times since the last time Dallas has. I just wanted to throw that up there because when y'all started talking, I said, you know what, man, this is pretty ugly. Rex Grossman? Dak Prescott ain't been to a Super Bowl, but Rex Grossman has. Lamar Jackson can't get to the Super Bowl, but Rex Grossman has. That is pretty deep right there because Lovie Smith, we all know he was a defensive coach, but man, they had one player, Devin Hester, on offense. Yeah. That you were scared of. They had running backs.
Kick it to him, and he still would do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And made it to a Hall of Fame because of that.
Yeah, all because of that, man.
He made it to the Hall of
Fame of all time.
Right. So again, remember that's why I said your way of all this talk and everything like that. You two are modern era winners. You're modern era winners. They cannot begin to even empathize with what the hell it is that you be talking about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They still thought the entire time AJ been here, they've been throwing out TO like they still suffering from PTSD over that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's one thing I had to teach a Cowboy fan about little nuances about Eagles fans so that when people try to tell you about them, you'll know when it sounds like an Eagles fan or not. So when that whole Kevin Patullo getting his house egged, I had to tell people, I was like, hold on, that ain't nobody from Philly. That's motherfuckers from South Jersey that do that shit. And it was like, how can you tell? Because here's the thing. This is what makes it tough to play in Philadelphia. I'm not saying people from Philadelphia don't have money. They got money. It's just hard to get them to spend their money. Yeah. And if somebody from Philadelphia egged Kevin Patullo's house, that meant that they spent money to cross that bridge, whether they took the train, car, or whatever, just to go egg somebody's house. Nah, because when they spend their money, they better get their fucking money's worth. That's why when you're in the link and you're talking to these Eagles fans for a player, that's why they talk the shit that they talk. And shout out to Linda Conyers with the $2 super chat. She said, Dallas only NFC East team to not make NFC champ in 30 years. Fact.
30 whole years, man. Talk about that's 3 decades, man. Think about that, man. That's awful.
Look, all this didn't exist.
Fellas, can y'all hear me? Fellas,
Yes,
can y'all hear
sir.
me?
Yo, what up, D'Angelo?
Go ahead,
Hey,
bro.
hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, look, I want to keep the conversation going. I just want to throw something out there. Jesus only walked the earth 33 years. It's been 31 for the Cowboys. You get on the clock. We got 2 years,
The Exorcist. That's the
Yeah.
Exorcist. Watch,
That's
all
a
the demons
Jesus
are gonna start
reference.
coming out now. See, I told y'all, D'Angelo, the one y'all want. It ain't Leo, it's him. You know what I'm saying? This the one.
Yeah, yeah, that was good. He said, Jesus of walked the earth. Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. Wow,
It's
man.
true.
That's crazy.
They
That's
knocking
crazy.
on it though, dog. I'm saying, bruh, come on. This is like once again, bruh. You know what I'm saying? D'Angelo, I've been telling these guys, like, look, our conversation is way more elevated than what a Cowboy fan, Commander fan, or Giant fan can handle. They honestly should not have the bet with the things that they gotta worry about. They honestly shouldn't even have enough bandwidth to be able to speak so much about us, but they do.
Like the only one I even think should be close is the Giants because they did go 2 with Eli, right?
Yes, they are modern. They are modern era
They
winners.
are modern Super
Yep,
Bowl.
they are
They're
modern
the
era
only
winners.
team
Yeah.
in the division.
But they talk the least amount of shit.
They do. They don't really talk, man. I don't really hear too many Giants fans.
Now I'm gonna say this, man, and I said it in the past. I know a lot of y'all believe in the Giants. I can't because every year the Giants are getting a top 5, top 10 pick, and they're the only team I see who get top 5 picks and get worse. They regress. So until the Giants actually show it to me, I can't believe in them. So I kind of got to put the Cowboys second in division by default. Because I can't believe in the Commanders. They just had a team full of 47-year-olds. Everybody back pop when they get up. So I can't believe in them. I don't. And the thing is, and fellas, hear me out. The reason why I can't pick the Giants to finish second, because them being bad makes no sense to me. The Giants are the best worst team in the NFL. There's plenty of talent on both sides of the ball. It makes zero sense. They're loaded with pass rushers, but rarely get sacks.
But
they got great skill position, but can't score.
You got to think about that. That's the biggest difference. I wouldn't be pumping my chest just for Scatterboo and Dart to do good this year, just out of nowhere. I just feel like if you look at all the ex-Eagle coaches, man, they're the best coaches in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bills, before they just let go of what's his name, he was there for like what 14 years, something like that, like 10.
Yeah, you talking about McDermott?
Yeah.
I liked him.
You got Harbaugh, you got Reed, you got, you know what I'm saying? Most of the best teams got the former Eagle coaches. So it's like they actually have coaching structure, you know, there now. I feel like with the talent that he has, can pull up with it. You got to think from last year, what the Cowboys were second place and they won 7 games or something like that.
And that's the thing, and that's what got me scratching my head because it doesn't make any sense to me. If the Cowboys only won 7 games, Giants, how bad are y'all? Like, what are we doing with this? This is insane. Like, it is insane to me how bad the Giants are. Because this is the thing you got to admit, man. The Giants typically draft well. They're not one of those teams that just be drafting Mozzie Smith. They didn't do that. So it makes zero sense to me how bad they've been.
Well, last year they had reason. Last year, the number 1 receiver was gone the whole year for the most part.
Correct.
Gone, you know, and then Dart was gone for an extended period of time, and then
Scatterboo,
So that's the 3 best offensive players gone.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. I can excuse Malik Neighbors because that's a knee injury. It happens. Scatterboo and Jackson Dart are running into people. Y'all, this is the NFL. You keep hitting your head against this brick wall, you're gonna get CTE, brother. That's the way football works now.
Hey, bro. No, man. They don't get no pass. It ain't no passes here. Oh, AJ Brown, he didn't play. Let's lose the game. No, bro. You go and you play or you win the game.
I agree.
I don't care about no injuries, bro. You still gotta win. Like this, the NFL, man. Like you gotta go win, man.
AJ and Jalen Hurts, we ain't winning no 11 games last year.
Hey, they might not win 11, but they gonna be competitive. The Giants were competitive, but man, like, hey, it's not our fault that they didn't have a backup quarterback. It's not our fault that Leo played quarterback for them against the Eagles last year. That has nothing to do with us.
You know,
like, hey, that's all.
that first game last year where Scatterboo looked like Brandon Jacobs 2.0 against us. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, no matter how much Eagle fans want to not admit it, but they whooped our ass last year. And that was
They did.
ass whooping. You know, I never seen, like, they got my respect off that one game, even though I knew we had to come back and handle our business, which we did. But, man, they put a little belt to ass when they're all healthy. And that was without Neighbors, too. Now, you imagine Neighbors, Mooney, Likely. You just added 3 studs to that, you know, offense.
Yeah, but at the same time, I counter with that's why you have to, when it comes to overall organization, every phase of that comes into play. Because what you do, what did they do with those wins against us? What you do with it? Listen, I am friends with Amani Toomer, okay? I'm friends with him. And I will tell you, of all my NFL friends, you know what I'm saying? Amani Toomer is the worst of them all. He is horrible, okay? And if someone, I always tell people this because he'll agree. If you were to be like, hey, yo, Amani Toomer, I met this dude named Leo, and he said, fuck Amani Toomer. No, if you say, I met this dude Leo, and he said all these nice things about you and everything like that, Amani will look at you and be like, huh? You Leo. Now, if you went up to him and said, yo, I met this dude named Leo, and he said, fuck Amani Toomer, he'd be like, yeah, you met Leo. Because he does things. Amani, because he's a former Giant who won a Super Bowl, Amani knows how to say and do things that cut deep for me. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. One day we were in the elevator, and sometimes when the times in between when we get to see one another, they're so far in between that when we see each other for a little while, we'll forget the Eagles Giants thing. You see what I'm saying? Because we're more so like, what's up, dog? Man, how's the kids? How the babies? Da, 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 da. We on that tip, right?
Right.
So one day we on that tip and everything, right? We get in the elevator, and Amani was like, yeah, and he tapped me, and as soon as I turned my head, I was like, what's up? As soon as I turned my head, he put his Super Bowl ring in my face, and he knew I would look. And I went off. And I told him, I was like, man, get that shit out my face, man. That shit don't work for me. You gotta forget, we swept y'all that year. We didn't help you. We didn't help you with that. It's not like you didn't. It's not like you had a career game against us that year. You motherfuckers, we swept, but we won both games. So don't put that shit don't work on me. And he looked and he fell out laughing because he was like, you're right, I forgot. We did. You did. I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? People got hurt against us. Don't fuck with us like that. And that's how me and him are. So what I would say is that the familiarity and what it is that we go through with these teams, let's keep it all the way a buck. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say I don't act like I'm not like Cowboy fans, Giant fans, and Commander fans. I don't pretend like I don't know who these players are. Mm-hmm. I don't pretend like I don't know who Zach Ertz is. I don't pretend like I don't know who motherfucking Dexter Lawrence is. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I don't pretend like I don't know who Saquon is. He fucked us up like he fucked y'all up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just happen to get him, but I'm just saying, stop pretending like you don't know who this motherfucker is. You see him twice a year. Jalen, you see him twice a year for the last 12 years. I mean, for the last 7 years, 6 years. And you mean to tell me after 6 years, that means you've seen him for 12 games. And you mean to tell me out of the 12 times, you still don't know what you got? Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Seen everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't pretend like I don't know who Dak is or who CD is. You know what I'm saying? I don't pretend. I don't act like it. Y'all sit there and talk about Javonte Williams having such a better year than Saquon. Come to find out, thanks to D'Angelo, I found out this motherfucker only ran for 60 more yards than us. than Saquon. But y'all, the way y'all sell it. And I'm supposed to believe we shit because y'all said so?
Yeah. Man, even Saquon that year, like he still was sixth leading rusher last year.
Saquon finished the season as the 10th leading rusher, and Javonte was number 9, with 50 yards more rushing the whole season.
Yeah,
and it's hilarious, right? Because it's hilarious because Cowboy fans, Jerry Jones is such a salesman. He even got the fan base doing the shit. They got Stockholm syndrome. They trying to convince you that the Eagles aren't good. We're the only team in the NFL, I swear. Y'all can just quote me on this. We're the only team in the NFL. Everybody had a draft. We're the only team to regress. If you let Cowboys fans tell it, we got worse. It don't matter what. We can literally go undefeated. Yeah, but I feel like y'all punter got hurt, man. Y'all taking a step back. I'd be like, what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with you? There's something chemically wrong with you, man. Every player they get is compared to Hall of Famers. Every player we get suck. We don't know how they end up in Philly. Right. These guys are terrible.
Tell them about Caleb Downs, dog.
Downs is better than DeJean.
Come on, man.
He's better than what we just picked up.
They think because they got Christian Parker, they think they getting a Quinyon Mitchell and a Cooper DeJean. Yo, D'Angelo, tell them. Please tell them.
Listen, man. Listen, man. And that's the thing, bro. And
give me your background.
Leo is really big on Leo in Philly 500 always big on Christian Parker. I'm a former college DB, man. Your defensive backs coach only teaches you technique.
Yeah.
He can't teach you how to grow on to be 6'1.5". He can't teach you how to be 211 pounds and be wiry. He can't teach you how to run a 4.33. He can't teach you how to be sticky. He can show you where your eyes are supposed to be, where your hands are supposed to be on a go route in the hip pocket. He can show you where your feet are supposed to be. They think that Christian Parker is, I don't even know, like he's Moses or Mount Sinai or some shit, man. This is insane. He can't turn mediocre players into all pros. If he could, Keely Ringo would be in line for a gold jacket, and Adoree Jackson would have been a guy with 12 interceptions last season. He doesn't have that ability, y'all, and you have to be realistic. But when you have these conversations with him, oh man, y'all just arrogant. He is a DB coach, y'all. That's it. He never called plays. He didn't scout any talent for Howie. I don't know who's telling y'all this, but when Howie Roseman goes into the room on draft night, he ain't texting Christian Parker, y'all. They don't pay him for that. When Vic Fangio was putting the defense together for the week, he ain't on FaceTime with Christian Parker asking for his input. You're a DB coach. Coach the DBs. That's not how this works, y'all. Now listen, he's young. He's very intelligent. He's highly intelligent. He's very eloquent. That's fine. If you don't have any horses, you don't win the race.
Right.
Quinyon Mitchell if Quinyon Mitchell's is the right side playing cornerback, you can eliminate the right side of the football field. If Cooper DeJean's in the slot, whatever he hit dies on contact. You have that. When Andrew McCouba is healthy, flying around like a heat-seeking missile, you can account for that. When we have C.J. Gardner-Johnson, you talk about we damn near the bad boy Pistons on the football field. We let you fucking have it out there. Who do the Cowboys have? A slow slot cornerback in Deron Bland with a bum knee. Siobhan Revelle, another guy with a bum knee. Caleb Downs, he's generational talent, but he don't have not one generational attribute. I have no idea how football works in Dallas. This is confusing the fuck out of me.
Whenever you get a taste of greatness on your team, it kind of makes you go overboard, you know? Just like last year when we got rid of all those good defensive players, every team they went to, you know, the team thought they won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
And let's call a spade a spade. The only player who we really got rid of last year that hurt me was Josh Sweat. Because Milton was inevitable. We seen it right on the wild, Milton. Listen, truth be told, Milton was only Milton because he was in Philadelphia. We drafted him in the 3rd round out of Louisiana Tech, man. Again, this is Howie Roseman being Howie Roseman, understanding talent and seeing the depth and who he could have been after 3 or 4 years. No other team in the NFL could have let Milton Williams rotate in for 3-4 years that long. If you want to get paid in the NFL, unless you play for the Philadelphia Eagles, you got to come out there and perform after the 2nd year.
And we got a ring with him.
Correct.
Correct. And
it's the same way with Nolan Smith, right? Yeah, like me and Leo talked about this the other night. If Nolan Smith has a
sack season, a 10 sack season, you got to pay Nolan Smith top dollar. You can't fight it no more. You don't have a choice.
And I look at it as that's a 3rd round comp pick. Thanks, Nolan.
But see, Leo, here's the thing. You can't even let him walk out the door. You can't. If he got you 8 to 10 sacks, because remember he had 4 sacks in the playoffs when we won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
It changed the whole complexity of our defense. So if Lightning McQueen can get you 8 to 10 sacks, you pay his fast driving ass and go about your business.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably can get him at a good number because he has an injury history.
You can get him at a great number. He's put like this. He gonna probably come in $7 to $10 million less than what you're paying Gennard, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna be happy to stay because you gave him the 5th-year option. See, that's the thing I have to remember. So many people told us that Howie wasn't going to give Nolan Smith the 5th-year option. Well, you got it. So now show us some loyalty and let us come on. Look out now. We showed you love on the 5th year. Could let you play. Didn't have to give it to you.
Yep.
And that's how the negotiation worked, bro. That's how it has to be. And people, I don't like Nolan Smith. But shit, nobody like you if you don't have no sacks. You had a whole season without 1 sack. Of course we don't like you. Go out there and get 8 sacks. Man, I always believed in Nolan Smith. I love that guy.
That's my dog right there.
Hey, listen. That's a pillar of the community, man. I support his charity. I stand for everything he stands for. Hey, that's just football, fellas. Mm-hmm. And truth be told, I don't apologize for Eagles fans being the way we are. We want to win. We spend our hard-earned money.
Yeah.
What did I say?
We root for you. Come on, man.
They're gonna give you shit too.
Come on, man. Sunday ticket only goes up every year. NFL Sunday ticket is outrageous. I pay for it every year. So guess what? When I sit down, I recline that seat back, sip of my favorite cocktail that the Lord has blessed me to get. You better go out there and win. And shit, if we don't win, we ain't laying down for nobody. I know that. Mm-hmm. Shit, we ain't finna have no 7-9-1 season. I can tell you that much. You can bet your last dollar on that.
That ain't never gonna happen.
While y'all talking, I was just looking up something, man, talking about how the Eagles organization is built. Devontae Smith had 1,008 yards receiving on a bad year. Mm-hmm. How many guys wish they could get 1,000 yards receiving?
See, you're doing it again. You're saying it looks like you're showing off how well your team when it comes to the books, how well the books line up.
Correct. And this is the thing with Devontae. Remember, when Devontae not even coming off 1,000-yard season, the year prior to is when we decided to pay him. Because how we understand money has a market value, guys. It's the one thing that Jerry Jones hasn't put his finger on yet.
Yep.
If you trade a 3rd-round pick for George Pickens, right, and he gets you 1,400 yards, once George Pickens broke that 800 to 900-yard threshold, you should have been breaking out the checkbook right then.
Right.
Because you could have got him for $25 or $27 million a season. But instead, you wait till all the dust settled for him to go all pro, to finish the season ranked 2nd in receiving yards, and now you want to talk about I need to see it again. You're paying for the premium, jackass.
Yeah. How he gets ahead of it way before anybody else.
Get ahead. You got to get ahead of it because what happens, the market's going to keep getting reset. Listen, man, I feel sorry for every person, any NFL team who has a receiver finna get paid after what Puka Nacua is going to do to the Rams.
Yeah.
It's going to get disgusting. That's the reason why when y'all was having the discussion earlier with the Cooper DeJean and how much we pay him, listen to me, y'all. If we pay Cooper DeJean, we give him a 4 or 5 year extension, $25 million a year. Everybody be like, man, that's $100 million. And then 3 years from now, safety / cornerbacks are going to be making $45 million a season.
Yep.
Cooper DeJean is a steal because money has a market value to it, and a lot of people don't understand that. Jerry Jones, you're the owner / GM of the Cowboys. You got to understand that. When we signed Smitty, it's $25 million a season. Everybody's like, well, Smitty ain't worth for $25 million a season. And then a year and a half later, Garrett Wilson gets paid. Amar St. Brown gets paid. And you're like, damn, Devontae was a steal, man. That's a deal. Yes, brother. That's why you pay him early. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you attack it. Remember, Devontae got paid 2.5 years before the Cowboys was arguing with Micah and trying to tell him that he's not generational talent because it's time to get paid. Devontae got his money 2.5 years prior.
Yeah.
This is good money spent versus bad money spent.
Front end versus back end.
Yeah.
Correct.
Front
Correct.
end, back end.
But you can always move around the back end money. You can always adjust the back end money.
Yep. And that's what we're saying. When you start talking like this, it sounds like we're showing off to them. They can't even
we
begin
are,
to do this like
technically.
because Jerry didn't pay Dak until the day of the first game, right? Like an hour before the first game.
You hustling because Leo. The thing is, you're hustling backwards, bro. It's like it's like all the time. I have to explain this to my wife all the time. Baby, we fill the gas tank up when it's full. And she's like, well, I mean, I just want to throw a couple dollars into it, and then we got to change out the air, your gas filter now because you didn't keep letting it go on E, and now you tan up your car. Keep your car filled up on gas, so you have the inconvenience of stopping at the gas station. Now you got to pay higher at another gas station because you done ran out of gas. Now your car got to get towed. Now AAA got to come out. It is a market value to every dollar that you spend. It's the same way when you go shopping for clothes. I tell people this all the time. When you walk into a mall or you're online scrolling, you need a dress shirt, buy the dress shirt right then. Because if you got to buy a whole suit in one day, it's going to cost you $1,500. If you got to buy the shirt, the suit, the shoes, the tie, the belt, it's going to cost you $1,500. You could have picked up those few pieces you need along the way and got them on discount when you ran across them.
Facts.
Money has a market.
All facts.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm up here typing some stuff while D'Angelo's talking because Linda Kanye said, "What about that Deron Bland contract?" Dumb.
That might be the worst contract in football right now. People don't even get it. When they pay you like that, you can't be a slot receiver anymore. They gave you the $90 million, so now you got to play on the outside. The problem is you don't have the speed nor skill set to play on the outside. You never were fast. Coming off a knee injury, people in their mind, Cowboy Nation believes that when you come off of a knee injury, you magically gonna rehab and get faster. This is in a world that it literally never happens. There's no such rehab. None. You can replace somebody's whole knee and they don't get faster. You can take Jahmyr Gibbs' knee and put it on my knee. I will never run as fast as Jahmyr Gibbs. I guarantee it.
He's not wrong, though.
That's facts.
Shout out to Eagles. Drew is in the building. What up, Drew? Shout out to Hamid Abdulaziz, Shardy McFroggy, Logan Motorsports, the 803 Hitman, Tiffany Simpson. All y'all, thank you for coming in. Make sure y'all do us a favor, hit that like button. Y'all know that's our tip jar. And consider becoming channel members of the Bird section and also with Bird Gang 31. Thank you for having us on here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing a number of things together, like some collabs, trying to get things going. To my regular channel members, I'm sorry. I know tonight was supposed to be the channel members call in, but I sort of kind of had to pivot last minute because this was an opportunity to hop in on a panel run by the Bird Gang, you know, so that's where we at now. Make sure y'all go on over there and sub up too, you know what I'm saying, and consider becoming channel members because, listen, like we say, we're always going to get you a couple of cartons worth of content for the price of a Lucy. So hook it up.
Goosey, my guy.
Huh?
Man.
Yeah.
Today's price isn't yesterday's price. Facts, man.
That's facts. 803 up. Yup. That's facts. And that's the part that again, that's a supreme confidence we get to enjoy that they know nothing of. Nothing.
Uncle Drew, what up, boss?
You know what I'm saying? Think about it. The when you look at, we already know who the GM of the Cowboys are, so we ain't even gotta talk about that. You know how that shit looking. You know what I'm saying? The Commanders, they're just coming out. They're still just a few years removed from the Daniel Snyder days, but they are trending in the right direction. And then when you look at the Giants, the problem with them is that on their 100th anniversary, Hard Knocks showed the whole world how stupid your GM was and the games he was playing with your star running back who told everybody he wanted to stay. But your GM was playing games and had the entire fan base calling him Snakequan, burning his jersey and everything like that. and then Hard Knocks showed y'all what really happened, and it made y'all look like mud in your face.
And they just re-signed him.
I know.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
and
to be quite honest with you, the way that whole dynamic is looking over there in New York is giving me Chip Kelly, Howie Roseman vibes. You know what I'm saying? The coach ain't got to talk to the GM. He goes straight to the owner like that. That's how I've seen that before. Y'all remember that?
And you know what's, and you got a point, Leo. You know what this does, man? I tell people this all the time. If AJ Brown's leaving Philadelphia, I'm not gonna lose any sleep. No. Brother, we paid you twice. We made you a 3-time All-Pro, triple Pro Bowl. We did everything we supposed to do by you. So guess what? If you decide you leave, man, best of luck to you in all your endeavors. I ain't losing no sleep over that shit.
Man, that's a mental health issues, my guy. Like, like I said, like you were all pro, you're a Pro Bowler.
Mm-hmm.
You got Super Bowl ring. What else do you want, my guy? While sharing the field with Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, other superstars while they do their thing. Like, what's up with you, my guy? You could have stayed here and won multiple Super Bowls.
Correct. And it's the thing. You scored in both Super Bowls we played, and you scored in both of them. We've made you a priority. It's like a failed marriage. Look, man, I done gave this woman everything I had. Now, if I was out here cheating on her, not taking care of her, not paying the bills, I could see what it'd be some resentment. Baby girl, I gave you everything that I had. If you want to leave, good luck to you. I'm gonna have some Instagram models come over here and enjoy themselves with me.
Thanks.
And that's exactly what we did. And here's the thing. I don't even care if it's a 2028 first round pick, because you know why?
No.
It's Howie Roseman. You giving him shit he could play with. That 2028 first round pick might as well be a 2027 first round pick, the way Howie Roseman be playing around with shit.
Correct.
I want a 27. Like,
I do too, but I'm just saying.
I just feel like he's too good, and taking that dead cap money. I know the money thing ain't really that big of an issue for the dead cap, but it is still dead cap.
Right,
if you want to take some dead cap money and you're gonna get a superstar on your team, then you need to give me a first round pick. If freaking Waddle can get a first round pick, then
correct. And that's the funny thing, because people keep thinking that Jalen Waddle is so much younger than AJ Brown. They are a year apart.
Yeah, they're like the same
Jalen Waddle ain't had a 1,400-yard season his whole career ever. He ain't played a full season his whole career. What are we talking about here, man?
And I'm not in the business of just giving them away for nothing. Like, I'm with a lot of other. I know some Eagle fans right now that's like, if you ain't gonna get a first round next year, if you're not gonna give us what we want, like, then let them sit the bench. Shit.
But see, that's the thing. That's a hell of a worst case scenario, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And here's the thing.
And he's already paid. Money's accounted for.
And that's my thing with AJ, right? Because me personally, I'd rather AJ stay. But here's my thing. AJ, I know the reason why you really went out of Philadelphia. There's no more guaranteed money. So you're trying to strong arm Howard to get you another contract. You got to wait in line, brother. Yeah. Jalen Carter deserves his money. After Jalen Carter is Cooper DeJean. After Cooper DeJean is going to be Quinyon Mitchell. And then we have the wild card in this whole thing, because if Nolan Smith does what Nolan Smith has a capability of doing, we got to pay Lightning McQueen. This is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a choice. I'm going to tell y'all what's going to be the hardest decision for us. We're going to probably end up having to bite the bullet and have to overpay Jalen Hunt, because we can't let him leave. The potential is too high with him.
Yup.
So AJ, if you were serious about your money, you gotta wait. You gotta wait, brother.
And Moro Jomo's gone after this year.
We're gonna lose him. That's just a casualty of being successful of defense. And he's a damn good player.
That angle's good too, but I really do feel like there is a side of me that does feel like it's more for the stats. Like we always say, like, and I tell people this, like, and this is what I don't like about some Eagles fans too, where they're like, oh, if AJ wasn't with Devontae, AJ numbers would go up higher. You know what I'm saying? And they don't see the same thing with Devontae without AJ. They don't see his numbers going up higher. Like, they literally have the same stats every year together.
Here's the thing.
I think he wants to get that triple crown. He wants to be the most yards, most touchdowns, most receptions in the season. And I think now if he leaves, they both have opportunity of doing it.
real quick, BG, do you know Rob A, Philly fan? You see him in the chat?
Let's see.
Rob A, Philly fan.
Where's he at? Click him up for me because my thing is messed up.
Go back to 9:54 p.m. That was his last thing. No, he just put one in there just now. Coyote. I mean, not Drew Sub Champ. He said something. All right. The reason why I'm pointing out Rob A is because that's your other next guest. That's your other next guest.
I guess we
That's
just
my
need
guy.
round table going on up in there.
Bro,
That's Rob A. That's my guy.
Listen,
That's my guy, Rob A.
Listen, that's especially if you want to know what the bet and everything like that. That's your other next best guest. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Can I send it to him if he's available?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in fact, Rob A tag in for me. I gotta charge my damn phone anyway. So tag in for me, Rob A.
Yeah. Hey, Rob
I
A.
know we do. Wait. How about this? We work on something next week because we about to hit that 2-hour mark. You know, I know I gotta go to work tomorrow for sure.
No doubt.
And I know my boy gotta go to work, but yeah, we try to go like 1.5, 2. If we got some good stuff going, we definitely have some good stuff going tonight. But
Yeah.
we definitely can get some more in. Like I said, man, I'm always down to collab. I'm always down to talk Eagles ball. You know, it was a great show tonight again, man. Like, thank you for coming on again, bringing on D'Angelo. Salute to you, D'Angelo. We definitely gonna get you back on here. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I almost like we might as well just make this a show too. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
we might as well get you on. Like, I was sitting there thinking, like, every Tuesday, hey, if you free, man, hey, let us know.
Normally, I do my channel members call-in show on Tuesdays, and I go on at 9. And listen, y'all, let me tell you, and you could go back and look at my past lives. Them shits last for like 3-4 hours, dog. My channel members are so committed, and they're so it's not just like, trust me when I tell you, it's because it's not all Eagles fans. I got a resident Detroit Lions fan.
We're gonna make it work.
Yeah, dog. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? I would love to have y'all on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
even if we gotta start 30 minutes early, you know, like, this is a good community right here. It's good, clean, fun, man, and this is what the world needs right now, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Yo, bro, listen, I'm so happy y'all have it. Look, it's like with my channel, it's an Eagles channel, but it's not an Eagles safe space. That's
sir.
You know what I'm saying? If your team is up and y'all winning and everything like that, the floor is yours. You get to talk that shit. Last year was hard because we had a 3-game losing streak, and I had to sit there and eat all that shit that them Cowboy fans was giving me. I was like,
all because of Patulo. Like, one man can make a difference. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
I used to do a call-in show too. We used to do a Birds on the Line, a one trade rock, you know, back in the G. That was another one. The call-in shows, they definitely go longer though. For sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And they come in.
I'm not opposed to doing longer shows either. Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like my next one,
I need to do something too for my channel membership. I got a couple of members. I don't really do nothing. Sorry for you guys. I just pay you guys money for the extra support. I love you guys still. Busy as hell, man. But guess what? It's about to open up, and I'm about to give y'all a lot more content, a lot of exclusive content coming up for you guys. So.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna start pushing the website too. You know, next time you get on Leo, you got to do the trivia. We got to get you on the Eagles trivia.
Yeah, go in there and type in your browser birdgatenation.vip because you are a VIP super fan, and go check out Super Fans. I just launched it. You know what I'm saying? Refresh out the gates. So I guess everything you want, you know, from betting to freaking dating to freaking anything you can think of. Best cheesesteaks, best, you know, tailgate, live tailgates, everything's on there, man. Check it out, birdgatenation.vip, man. Dropped it out. It's amazing, man. Put a lot into it. You know, it's still work in progress. We're definitely getting it going, man. Trivia night. You know, I just added a trivia group night, which I want to use too. So if you're in the Philly area, we're going to be doing some trivia at some of the hot spots in Philly this year too, where everybody can come on there and, you know, we can battle against each other, see what's up. You know, we got rap battles over there too. If you know how to rap, get on there and do a little rap thing too, my guy. So it got a little bit of everything on there. I don't think there's anything you can think of as an Eagles fan that you would want on there that's not on there already. Let's just say that. So check it out, BurgerNations.vip and Philadelphia Eagles super fans.
My man. Well, fellas, I appreciate y'all for having me on. This was
Yes,
so
sir.
fun. Looking forward to the next time we can all get together.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my channel members and my subscribers from the Bird section who came and showed love here.
They show love tonight. They was in there strong tonight for sure.
Yeah. Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? This was our normal night of fellowship with each other. That's what I like to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you for blessing us with your fellowship.
No, bro.
Thank you for the donation.
Like I said, I
Gesundheit.
hey, bro, I promise
Good job, man.
my people a carton's worth of content for the price of a Lucy. You know what I'm saying? And I think tonight, with you guys and everything like that was a carton's worth of content. You know what I'm saying? For the price of Lucy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And again, my peoples are very knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying?
I see some of my old peoples over there, my guy. Y'all don't forget about BG, my guy.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm glad because I got my channel hooked up onto this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
so
seen that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's how I know you were rocking pretty hard there, my guy.
Oh, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like my folks I love them, man. You know what I'm saying? And anytime we can I can expose these people to even more people or more knowledgeable people. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we got to know each other. Because here's the thing, I'm serious about that whole thing with WIP. I'm ready to go on the offense now because I'm so sick of this shit. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do like what Lord Brunson was saying. Like, you know what? We about to start.
Try to get a job at WIP.
Really?
Go change the narrative so I can cuss these niggas out.
Man, they don't want us. They don't want us because remember we're the untraditional media now. Yeah. Content creators are not looked favorably on by the traditional media like a WIP. We're dangerous to them. That's the thing. Because we bypass all the bullshit and the talking heads on the media and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And what makes us the thing that makes us stand out is that I never have I seen so many media talking heads be so wrong about one person.
Yeah.
That's the part that and they're so wrong that it's made Jalen Hurts voted the most hated man in the NFL. I think that's some shit.
That's crazy.
What did he do?
To me, I think he's the best quarterback in the league.
Exactly. But the most hated? Okay, he's not the best thrower of the football.
If you think about it though, Tom Brady was one of the most hated quarterbacks too, and he won the most chips. So keep hating on my boy Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Keep hating on him so he can keep being great. He can pull up some more of these rings out of his ass, and we can keep being the best team in football. So absolutely. I like it too to a certain extent because he's better of an underdog. He's an underdog quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like he likes it that way. So you know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
Just keep on doing what you do. Keep hating on my boy, and he'll still be great. And we'll win some more chips. So hey, man, much love to you, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Any last words for you guys? Give me your final words. Final words. Okay, like this. Okay, before we get out of here, everybody answer this. Okay, because I did see this. I wanted to say something about it. They said if every team could clone one player on a team, name your player on the Eagles that you would clone for the upcoming season.
If I could clone one player on a team on the upcoming season, who would I clone? Lane Johnson.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah. But then where would he play? Because Lane and Mailata be playing together.
Mm-hmm.
You're not taking Mailata out.
No, my choice was for me. The choice was between Jordan or Lane. I would clone Lane. You know what I'm saying? I would clone Jordan.
You have to play. So we're gonna make the clone of Lane play guard?
No, he's gonna be the succession plan to the clone to the current one that's on his way out.
Oh, okay.
I get to reset the years I get with a Lane Johnson.
Oh, you want a young, fresh Lane clone?
Yeah. How many years? How many years we gonna have with Lane? This is year what?
You got like 2 months left in him.
Huh? No, I'm saying, but how many? What year is it for Lane this year? his 12th or something like that.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, and elite play the whole time.
The whole time.
The best tackle in the game for sure.
So if I can clone that, that means I would get the same elite play for another 12 years. Yeah, I'll take that. Give me that.
Okay, now give me one clone, a player to play this year with that such clone being on the team.
With the original still being on the team?
Yeah.
I would go with two Saquons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's nasty work.
That's scary.
And I was thinking I was thinking clone of Devontae Smith because you know the work ethic that you get.
Oh yeah, two Smitties out there.
If you had two Smitties out there, hey, I'm going to get this ball. If the ball thrown behind him, if it's thrown in his vicinity, he need to sit down. He's going to make the right football move. So I would say give me two Smitties or either give me two Jordan Davises. Because Jordan Davis came back.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
Two JDs.
I've got two Saquons. One who's had more years doing it at a high level with the same, not with this team, but all of them, but still at a high level for a longer period of time, longer than Smitty been in the league.
Yeah.
And
you got two Jordan Davises on that line.
Oh no, I'm not taking nothing away from that, but I'm saying I've got a longer body of work with Saquon than I do with Jordan.
You know what I say about that though? Smitty got a Heisman.
But I got a longer body of work with Saquon than I do with Smitty and his Heismans. Think about it. We said clone. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just saying, like, when
that's nasty work too. Just having two Saquons on your team is nasty.
Knowing for as long as he's been in the league, and mind you, we talking about a dude that came back from an ACL.
Yeah.
And still did it.
I love Saquon.
I'm thinking about the amount of time that I will have with this guy. You're resetting the clock for the amount of time I will have. Because if the clone has a catastrophic injury like the original, I know he'll come back from it.
If we're cloning for longevity, he ain't even that old. But I'm playing.
No, he's not.
I'm cloning Hurts. Give me another Hurts. So when Hurts is done, you go put the new clone Hurts in.
Barkley sucks at catching the ball.
What's Hurts going to be? He's going to be like 28, 29, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's at the beginning of his prime years.
And still so great.
And we still ain't seen him do one thing, and that's playing the same offense in the last 11 years.
That's crazy.
Right. Hey, if anybody keeping up with the NBA while we shutting down, the Thunder up 15, so you can come watch us and start watching the NBA these last 4 or 5 minutes.
Who winning?
Because the Thunder up by 15, they beat OKC with 10 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third quarter. It's about to get ugly.
Man.
Wait a minute.
Y'all see that? The Knicks just destroyed. They're like on an 11-game winning streak.
Yeah, they hooping right now, man.
Right now they're hoping that Thunder San Antonio game series go for 7 games so that they can be wore out.
If it goes 7,
yeah,
win champion.
They can go 7 easy.
Yeah, what's the score in terms of games won? Who's up?
It's on 2-2 right now, and the Thunder just went up 18 from the last time I gave y'all an update. They up 18 now, 76-58.
You know what I'm saying? New York is done, right? They're not playing. They're just waiting.
They ain't got to play another game.
So it could be a good thing to be rested up, but then it could be too much rest.
Yeah,
you're right.
There's another one.
But
I think they wanted to see that. Like last year, it could have happened if my Pacers, you know what I'm saying, didn't go, whoop up on the Knicks. So, so I'm a Pacer fan. So, y'all Knicks ain't nothing. Yeah, my boy Herbert Halliburton was out all year long. So
y'all were rough on the NBA in the chat. Yeah, I'm sorry,
bro. Listen, I don't like. I keep it strictly Eagles football. I am such a casual basketball fan that I don't, I'm so casual. I don't really speak on it, so I stay in my lane. You know,
have
Hey, I
basketball team.
stay, I watch
You
it
got a
all, but
basketball team.
I figured I'd give a score update because I'm keeping up with it.
yeah. I'm
You don't got
just
a
saying,
basketball team.
huh?
You don't got a basketball team.
I follow the Sixers because I live 35 minutes away from the stadium, but I'm not you gotta understand, man. I grew up, like when I grew up watching, Bobby Jones and Maurice Cheeks and Julius Irving and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Charles Barkley and Moses Malone and
Jordan,
all that stuff. Yeah,
Magic,
yeah.
Dominique.
I I've been
Yeah.
into the spectrum as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So that's if I had to say I had a team, that would be the team. But I remember I'm 51, so I'm a Jordan kid. You know what I'm saying? So everything.
I hated Jordan because I was where do you think the Bird Game 31 come from? Reggie Miller.
Right.
Jordan was in my paces way from winning championships. My God.
Right. And those were my high school years. You see what I'm saying? So for me, everything was Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Magic, Jordan, Magic. Either you like Jordan or you like Magic or Bird. I mean, that was like really all we had.
Yeah, the black Converses versus the yellow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I have a 19-year-old, right? And he and I we used to have the LeBron Jordan argument all the time. And one day I just said to him, I was like, listen, when you're talking to me about Jordan, you got to answer me this. Which Jordan are you talking about? Are you talking Jordan with the wings or Jumpman Jordan? Because there's two different Jordans. You know what I'm saying? The youngest Jordan was the assassin, the killer, the one that, like that shitted on everybody. You know what I'm saying? The Jumpman Jordan was the same thing, but he wasn't, he developed that outside shot, you know what I'm saying? And had the more all-around game, you know what I'm saying? They're like he's two Hall of Famers in one body. You know what I'm saying? You just got to figure out which era you're talking about.
I just don't think there's an argument. LeBron I never really liked LeBron like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, like you even said, like when you watch basketball back in our era, it was a lot rougher. Like all these guys be flopping all over the place, all this theatrics going on. You know what I'm saying? Like none of these cats are the best.
No, but like when people like Kobe, I put Kobe before LeBron.
Yeah,
I have to tell my son, you got to understand, Kobe was imitating Jumpman Jordan. Kobe wasn't playing like Kobe never played like wings Jordan.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. The wings Jordan I've never seen anybody like that. The closest I can think of who kind of reminds me of that is Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? He's the closest one to like that random that reckless abandonment type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But no one's ever really been able to put it all together like he did. You know what I'm saying?
When you're like MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, everything, all in the same year, championship. Like no one's doing that. I remember seeing that picture.
Like 4 times.
It had Jordan all his accolades. It had LeBron his accolades, and it had Kobe. Like the stack of accolades were just not even comparable. Jordan's like it's like saying like who's the best receiver of all time? It's like Jerry Rice. Come on, like I don't even have to argue that with nobody. Like yes, there's Randy Moss. Yes, there's Calvin Johnson. They were great, but Jerry Rice is the best receiver of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like Barry Sanders to me, best running back.
When someone said to Jerry, "Hey, so and so about to break your record," you're like, "That's cool. What's one?" When you got like 70 of them.
Yeah, take one. Good for you. You got one.
Yeah, you got 70. I got 70 of them. What okay,
it's like easy money.
Yeah,
they are 20 now.
Damn.
Yep, by 20. Damn.
Well, all right, guys. Like I said, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow all platform. TheBirdSection, Bird Game 31, Birds Fan 81 in the building. And we'll be back next Tuesday, guys. It was a great show tonight. And like I always say at the end of my videos, fly, Eagles, fly, baby.
Oh, go Bird.
We out.
That's my thing, dog. You like that, don't you?